Okay, geometry. So here's our first problem, R6, R7. And I'm just doing the skill preview ones that come with those things. So let's take a look. It says X is an acute angle, which means it is less than 90 degrees. Alrighty. And it says find the angle. All right. So to do this, the first thing I'm going to say is that the cotangent is just the flip of tangent. So what we're really finding here is the tangent of X is equal to that flipped, so 3 over root 3. And to find the angle, you use the inverse functions on your calculator. So I turn my calculator sideways. I know you can't really see it on the screen here, but to solve for X, I'm going to type this in my calculator. The inverse tangent, this with the -1 on top of it, and then 3 over root 3, like that. And so on my calculator, I have an Android. I'm not really sure what you guys have. But it's not just going to be the tangent. It's going to be the tangent or arctangent on your calculator. So I have to hit like this second button, like the arrow button. And then it's like tan to the -1 or like arctan. So inverse tangent. And then I'm going to type in 3 divided by root 3. Okay, 3 divided by root 3. And that should give me the answer. That should give me the exact answer is 60 degrees. So it says X is an acute angle, find the X in degrees, so your answer is 60 degrees. That's it. Okay, next one. Oh, shoot, what? No, get off. Ah, crud. Okay, next one. All right, X is an acute angle again. Find out where the sine of X is 1/2. Well, that's just a basic, unit circle question. The sine of X, if you look at all the coordinates on the outside of the circle, let's just draw it on here. The sine of X is 1/2 at exactly 30 degrees. 30 degrees. You see those coordinates over there. It's like root 3 over 2 and then 1/2. And that sine is the second number. Right? So the sine is right there. So you could just say 30 degrees here. But again, if you don't want to do that on your calculator, you would just do inverse sine. I'll write it out. On my calculator, I'm going to do inverse sine, that's to the -1 thing, of 1/2. Ugh, it's hard writing this. And then just hit equals. So on my calculator, inverse sine, there it is. And then I'm going to put in 0.5, I guess. It's just the exact same thing. And you should get, yes, 30 degrees. 30 degrees is your answer there. All right, next. X is an acute angle again. So again, less than 90 degrees. Cotangent. So this is really, let me just write this out. This is really over 1. But again, cotangent is the flip of tan. So I'm going to say tangent of X is equal to 1 over root 3. 1 over root 3. And again, on my calculator, I'm going to do arctan. To get the angle, you have to do arctangent. So tangent of -1 of 1 over root 3. I know it's kind of hard to see with the green. I should use blue or red there. So on my calculator, turn it sideways. Arctangent of 1 divided by the square root of 3. Again, all on the calculator. And I get 30 degrees. So 30 degrees again is my answer there. Ooh, very nice, very nice. All right, moving right along here. I'm trying to do these in real time so you can see, they're not that bad, how much time it should take you or what's happening. So if you ever get like lost or frustrated, that's when you know, hey, I should probably reach out to Mr. Stefan and say, hey, can you do this problem for me real quick? All right, X is an acute angle, find the X in degrees. And it says write your answer to the nearest hundredth, so this is going to be decimal one. So to get X, all I'm going to do is do the inverse of sine. Anytime you're looking for an angle, that's where you have to do the inverse. All right, so I'm going to do blue. So to solve for X, I do the inverse sine, that's that -1 on top there, of 0.1. Okay, so that's what it looks like on my calculator. That's exactly what I'm going to input on my calculator on my phone. On the Apple products, I'm not really sure what it looks like. I am doing this on an iPad, but I don't have a calculator on my iPad. I guess I have to download a calculator on the iPad, but on your actual phones, you should have a calculator. So inverse sine, that's to the -1 power there, 0.1, and you should get your answer. So my answer is actually weird. It's like 5.739, which makes me think, like, I'm going to double check, make sure I'm in degrees. I'm going to clear that out. Make sure my calculator is in degrees. Radians, degrees. Okay, I'm in degrees. So I'm going to do it again. Inverse sine, 0.1. And yeah, I got the same exact thing, 5.7739. So it says round to the nearest hundredth. So I'm going to say x is approximately 5.74 degrees. Oh, it didn't really come out too well there. 5.74 degrees. That is going to be my answer. 5.74 degrees is my answer. And that's perfectly fine. You know, decimals are all right. Next question. Write your answer as an integer. Oh, hello. What's up?
After you're done, I need
Oh, for what?
my bike.
What's wrong with it?
No, the inside thing is like going back and forth, back and forth.
The inside thing? What do you mean the inside thing?
Like the circle inside of my pedals. They're going.
It's wobbly?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Take a look at it.
Going behind.
All right, I'll take a look at it after I'm done. Oh, sorry about that little intermission there. All right, cosine of 27. All right, so this is where you actually just use your calculator. That's pretty easy. So I'm just on my calculator. I'm just going to literally type in cosine 27. Make sure I'm in degree mode. Yes, I am. And just hit equals 0.89. All right, 0.89. Enter. So this is equal to 0.89. All right. That's actually pretty easy section. Secant of 66 degrees. All right, so now keep in mind, the secant is the flip of cosine. Okay, so there's two ways you can do this. This is really equal to, oh, crud, where did it go? Is this it? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so the secant is a flip of cosine. So you can just simply find out what the cosine of 66 is, all right, and then flip that answer over. So I'll do that real quick. Cosine of 66, make sure that you're in degrees. Cosine 66, okay? So that's equal to 0.4067. All right, and I can flip that. Again, keep in mind, that's really over 1. So if I flip that, if I do 1 divided by 0.4067, I would get my answer, because that's what the secant is. The secant is a flip of cosine. So I'll do that real quick. 1 divided by 4067. Okay, I get 2.4588. All good, all good, all good. All right, so there's one way to do it. The other way to do it is to simply, since again, this is really the flip of cosine, I can just type it into my calculator like this, 1 over the cosine of 66. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to change my color to black, I guess. Back to green, I guess. So on my calculator, I'm going to do the exact process right there. 1 divided by cosine 66, make sure in degrees, equals. Look at that. I get the exact same thing. 2.45859. So either way, I'll do that. 2.4589. Either way, my answer is going to round to 2.46. It says round to the nearest hundredth. That's over here, round to the nearest hundredth. So my answer is going to be 2.46 as my answer. So it's find that cosine, just flip it. Or option number 2, you just do it right off the bat, 1 over cosine of 66, and that's how you find that answer there. Next question. Oh, nice and easy ones. Just plug these into your calculator. Sine 58, cosine 58, tan 58. So sine 58, 0.85. Just get my 0.85. Cool. Cosine 58, clear that out. Cosine 58, 0.53. Again, rounding to the nearest hundredth, 0.53, kind of hard to write. And then again, tangent 58, 1.6, 1.6, 0. Oh, 1.60. That's cool. Keep in mind, tangent is really sine divided by cosine. So if you keep that in mind, let me just write it down here. Sine over cosine. So if I take 0.85 and divide that by 0.53, oh, it's hard to write in this, I should get 1.6. So I'm just going to experiment here a little bit. 0.85 divided by 0.53, yeah, 1.6 exactly. So that's exciting. That's a little affirmation there. Affirmation? Reaffirmation? Oh, I forget what it is. Anyway, okay, let's just go. Sine of 37 equals 2x. All right, so this is just a nice, easy equation to solve for x. I'm just going to divide by 2. So I'm just going to divide both sides by 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2, and it's going to give me x. So x is equal to the sine of 37. Sine, my n didn't finish there. Divided by 2. And I'm just going to literally just take my calculator and type that in. So first thing is sine of 37. So sine 37. And I'm just going to, just hit equals there. I get a really long decimal. I'm just going to leave that in my calculator. I'm not going to clear it out. And then divide by 2. So 0.3009 is my answer. So I'm just going to say 0.3 is my answer for that one. 0.3x. There you go. And that's it. All right, guys. Good luck. Have a good one.